the NaN and the likes. So by the time I removed everything, I even noticed that the Joseph, this thing that you asked us to find his job title, it wasn't in my this thing again. It wasn't in my data again after cleaning everything. So I don't know if there is something I'm getting wrong or something. Although I'm done with every other assignment, last one, I've done the NumPy, I've done the Matplotlib, so I should what's it called? I should upload them very soon. Okay. So, and that's the only issue for now. So I don't know.
I understand what you're saying.
So.
So the thing is, what happened? What I think happened to what you did was you don't follow the procedure you were asked to follow. You did the right thing. Don't let me say you did the wrong thing. You did the right thing by cleaning your data. But then the question that was given to you did not ask you to clean data first. You get into the real world data thing, then what you are doing is right. But for that assignment, you're not asked to clean data. You're just asked to do some basic things. So if you follow the exact thing you were asked to do, then you won't be getting the error you're getting. So okay. I believe it's majorly because you went to clean data, then while cleaning your data, probably you dropped NA at some point, and you've dropped the row you are not supposed to drop, which there is a question on later on. So that's why even when you are working in your data science project in real world, you need to take expert opinion, like, oh, what did they use this data for? Why is this thing missing and the lifestyle? Like that. Did you get it?
Yes, sir. But sir, there is something before I actually cleaned it. I wanted to do it directly. So, but as I was trying to, there was a particular one that you asked us to find the highest this thing. I don't know. I think the highest amount or something. So I wanted to use the max method, like the max function to get it. So as I was inputting it, it was telling me that cannot add. We was bringing error. So that was why I now noticed that inside that data there are some not provided. Like instead of the NaN, the thing was writing not provided. So that was why I just yes. Not instead of the NaN, it was not provided. I was there. So that was why I just cleaned everything. I can even send this thing. So that was why I just have to like
push your notebook to your GitHub. Your present notebook, push it to your GitHub. Then send the link to that notebook to the group page. I'll check it out. I may not be able to check it this weekend, but definitely before our next class, I'll check it out.
Okay, sir. Okay, I'll try to do that. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Any other question before we start?
Then, sir, another question, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I noticed that we've actually done a lot of how would I put it? A lot of chat this thing. We've done the bar chart, the pie chart, the histogram, coming to Seabond. We've done a lot. So my question is, like, how are we going to know the suitable chart to use for a particular this thing?
Okay, I understand. I had the same problem at a point in my life too. So the major thing that happens is data science is like an art. It's like a dance.
Okay.
It's data that tells you what to do. For example, if you have categorical data, you can say you want to use histogram, for example. You use something like a bar chart or a pie chart. But if you have continuous data, then histogram is the suitable thing to use. So things like that. So those basic things. So there are some, in fact, till date, there are still some time. For example, I'm working on a project on data visualization right now with someone. So till date, I still go back to Google and be like, oh, what is the best plot to show the relationship between continuous data and continuous data? Then when I check that, I'll see if there are some suggestions, and I'll go back and do those ones. Then I might have to remove some of them because they are not suitable for what I'm doing at the moment. So you get like that. So it depends. It's the problem at hand that determines what you do. And most of the time, Google is your best friend. Just Google it or Bing it or whichever search engine you use. You get it?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank
Any
you,
other question? Welcome. Another question, guys. Okay, in the absence of no other question, I guess we are good to start this class. Wow, we have 4 people on the call already. Welcome, everybody. So
Thank you.
I'll share my screen now. I want this class to be a bit fast. So please, in case I go too fast, drag me back, I beg. Because I have some things I need to finish for tomorrow morning. So I won't want my own to disturb your own. Do we get it?
Yes, sir.
So now, someone start doing some data visualization with Matplotlib. I mean, we've done Matplotlib, we've done Seaborn. Hey, let me mention one thing. This class is supposed to end next week Friday.
Okay.
But then we've not gotten to the point where we can stop yet. Like we've not done machine learning at all. We are still in video visualization, and we still have like one more module after Plotly. I hope I can do that one too today before the end of the class. We still have one module after Plotly. Then that's when we now enter machine learning. So I'll try and finish that today. The next week we'll dedicate it to machine learning. But then if we don't finish, I have to maybe book another class, maybe 1 or 2 classes after them, so that we can finish. So you guys have something tangible to go home with. So having said that, let's continue to this class. So Plotly is a library that allows you to create interactive plots, and you can use in dashboard or websites. You can save them as HTML file and static files. So in order for this to work, you need to install Plotly and Cufflinks and the likes like that. So now, if you want to install something on your notebook, this is how to install it. You put this exclamation mark before the. Michael said you don't hear what I said. Which part of what I said you need to hear? I don't know. But then
you were talking.
Okay.
You were talking about that the class is supposed to end this week. That
next week Friday.
Next week Friday. That because of the machine. So what did you say? Did you say we are going to have to are going to
we might have to add a day or 2 to the classes so that we can exhaust everything we have on our timetable.
Okay, sir. All right, sir.
All right, so let's go on now. So basically, the reason why we are using Plotly is more like quote and unquote like Seaborn. They are both beautiful, but then you can't do interactive plots with Seaborn, was why we are coming to Plotly. So we're importing our libraries. So we import pandas and numpy. I'm importing it twice. Then we are importing Plotly. So this is how we import Plotly. From import Plotly.version. So from Plotly import version. So we want to check the version. Then Plotly.offline import, download Plotly.js, init notebook _ mode plot and iplot. So basically what this is telling you is you can use it offline, but then you need to be online to actually run everything you are doing. Then we are importing Cufflinks to our CF. So now you need notebook connect. So we are connecting our notebook to what we are doing. Then we are saying CF go offline. So that we'll be able to have our data, our plots, even after we've run it and we are offline already. But then whenever you are running it, you have to be online. So now we are generating our data sets. So this is our data set here now. So then we have our under this data set DF2. We call that one category ABC, value 32, 43, and 50. So df2.h. So you can see what we have here, category ABC. So now, using cufflinks and iPlots, we can do scatter, bar, box, spread, ratio, heat map, surface, histogram, and bubble. You can see we've done most of all these things actually in Seaborn. So, but then scatter plot with Plotly. You'll see the difference between Plotly and Seaborn right now. So this Plotly now, but then you come on each of these points, you can see what each of those points stands for. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Then you can zoom out. Sorry. You can export to Plotly or something like that. So you can actually check where each of these things is from and likes like that. Then bar plot. So here's our bar plot now. You can see our bar plot. So we can see the data of each of these bars. You can see I didn't use bar plot for continuous data. I used it for incontinuous data. So you can see we have category, which is not continuous, against a numeric data. So it's now plotting A against number of category, B against number of category for B, and C against number of category for C. Then count plots. So here's count plots. So it's going to count A, B, C, D, like that. Then we have box plots. And here's our box plots. Normally, I told you this line means median, but then you can see it here. Then this is the first quantile, third quantile, the maximum, and the minimum. Can you see it there? Then here's another one, then here's another one, then here's another one, and here's our keys, like that. So you can see how refreshing this is. So in case you even forget anything while presenting to your client, this will automatically remind you. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
So then we have 3D maps. So we are plotting 3D map here. It's taking some time. I don't know, my system is a bit slow right now. You can see this 3D map. So I can actually zoom out and in to see what we have. Then I can come here and see whatever is going on at each point. So that's why we say Plotly is an interactive plot. But then when you are doing something like you want to print out, then Plotly is not really usable. That was why we had to do Seaborn and Matplotlib first before we do Plotly. But then I believe Plotly will be very useful for maybe you are working for a business and you need to present something like that. So we are doing spread now. You can see this like a time series data, and you can see how it goes. So you can see it here. If you are the type of person that reads stock price market, I mean, what's it called now? The stock exchange market, or you check these cryptocurrency things. So if you are designing a website for a cryptocurrency company, you can easily use this. Or if you're analyzing data for a cryptocurrency company, I need to present, you can easily use it so you can easily compare date to date. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir, but you are too fast, sir.
Oh, sorry. Hope you got to this point, yeah? Any questions so far?
Not at all for now, sir.
If you have any questions for others that are not talking, you can always drop them in the comment section. Then we have histogram. So the reason I'm a bit fast is because we've done all this in our Seaborn. So there's no need to explain the plot system. I'm just showing you that Plotly helps us to do it in a more interactive way. Are we getting it? In a more interactive way. So that's the only thing. Then we have bubble plots. So bubble plots is like this. You can see we have different things here. So here is white, black, here is purple, and here is yellow. So we have different. So we set size is C. So we change this one to B. I'll change this one. Okay, sorry, B. I change this one to C. So we have 3 columns the other time. So if I run this now, see the bubble plot has changed based on what we just did. And you can see the blue, you can see the purple, you can see the yellow. So things like, and you can see the black. So let me just change this one back to the default that we had. So if we run this now, you can see what we have. Then we have scatter matrix. You can see this is what we call, who can remind me the name we call this plot when we're doing Matplotlib and Seaborn? There's a name we call this plots when we're doing Seaborn especially. Anybody? Anybody? Oh yeah, now. Nobody's saying anything again. We call this type of plot that was not interactive when we did it in Seaborn and Matplotlib a name. When we want to call it, there's a name we call it, not scatter matrix. It has another name entirely in those libraries. What's the name? Anybody? The name? We call it peer plot in case you've forgotten. We call it peer plot. So that's that on Plotly and Cufflinks. So let's go to geographical plotting now. So we have a Choropleth. This is where I will actually give you guys assignments. So here you see how to plot interactive plots, but now it's for geographic locations. So you can easily point to maybe Ibadan or Nigeria or Lagos or South Africa to see what the data is like. Probably you are plotting data for coronavirus or something. So you can easily see how what data is like and how things are going. things are trending, I mean. So let me just clear my kernel, then we'll continue. So here, I've already installed the charts today, but then if you want to install it, you can just uncomment this part and run it on your system. So we are importing Plotly as py. We are importing Plotly graph ops as go. Then Plotly offline, we imported all these things from it. Then we run that. Then we initialize our notebook. Then Choropleth, we are importing pandas. So here now, we are talking about the data we are using. So now we need to begin building our data dictionary. The easiest way to do this is to use the dict function in the general form. That's type Choropleth. Location is list of US states. Location mode is US-states. Color scale. There's a problem with this Choropleth. Last time I used it, I don't know if you solved it now. There's this thing for Africa, but then there's none for Nigeria. So I'm looking for people that can actually join me to probably we contribute to the Choropleth library so that we can have Nigeria on there. But then we can't do just Nigeria. So we have to do for African countries, their states. If we can achieve that, if you are interested in that project, it's an open source project, so we're not getting paid or anything. But then we would help the next generation. For example, people that want to plot Nigerian plots on the long run, they'll be able to plot it easily without the headache that we have to face and go and start installing another library to do visualization. So if you're interested in that, just DM me, maybe sometimes after we finish these classes, or you can DM me now, so you can just create a group on how to do that. But then aside that, so that's what I just did here now. So for example, US has its own states, but Nigeria, we don't have states of Nigeria in Choropleth. We only have countries of Africa. There's no state of Nigeria. I don't think there's any state of any country in Africa on Choropleth. And there's US that we are doing here. So we are saying our geoscope is US. So it automatically knows, oh, I'm plotting for US. So we are calling our iPlot Choro map now. So to show us, so you can see the plot now. So you can see California, then Arizona, then New York. You can see the data of each of these states. I can see 1, 2, 3, and that's because of the data we are using. But then if you come back here and read exporting states in the US, you can see the states, you can see the code, you can see the name of the state, you can see the category, you can see the quantity of this, the total export, beef the export, pork, poultry, dairy, fresh, fruit fresh, fruit produce, total fruit, and the likes like that. So now I want to plot for that data. You can see type Choropleth, scale Portland, then location df.code. So we are picking our locations from this code here. So we have to create code for Nigeria. So we are going to do something like that. Then joining the team. Then we have the total exports. So that's Z. Then location US states, text df.text. So that's df.text. We have our text somewhere here. Where is it now? df.text. df text. I can't seem to find. Okay, I think it's here. So this is the text. So that's that. Then we have our markers. So we have color markers. This is the color we are using. So you can set your RGB color. So you can easily Google what color this is. I can't even remember the color this is again. They are saying our width is 2. Then title is millions US dollars. That is, everything we are doing is millions of US dollars. So I hope someday we can do this for Nigeria easily like this. So this is our layout dictionary. So title is 2011 US states, US exports by state. Then scope is US. Show lake is true. That is, if there's any lake, show it. Then lake color. So we are setting our lake color here. So then I plot Choropleth. You can see what this looks like now. You can see Alaska, you can see California, you can see Oregon, you can see Washington and the likes like that. And you can see the way it colored them, give them color schema. So in case you are working with, let's say coronavirus, for example, you can easily see where there is so much virus and where there is less virus. So this for countries, for a country which is states. But now we want to do for world. So we are importing another data of different countries and their GDP. So we have Afghanistan, Albania, Algeria. Nigerian data too is there, so you see our GDP, but this is not the recent data actually. So our GDP is headed for whichever way is headed to. I don't understand any. Okay, then here, these are our title and the likes like that. So, and then we can easily plot our figure here. You can see the different countries. You can see Nigeria, that's 594. You can see a place like this, 17.4K. And we see Nigeria is what? 594. Imagine this place to this place. Then here is 10.3K. Here is another one, 17 point. You can see the way the distance is from 0 to 15K. And Nigeria is down here. So that's this 2014 data. So we can actually zoom out. We can actually zoom out to wherever we are going to. Then we can zoom in again too. Then here is another distance. So year 2007. So you can see this one now. So world average life expectancy. Well, I mean, how old are we expected to die in Nigeria? 46. And a country like this, they are expected to die at 78 and 65. You now said our prayer point will be the same. It can't be the same. It's not possible. Then this 56, then this 42. Even South Africa has 49. Nigeria has 46. God have mercy. So if you live beyond 46 in Nigeria, you've lived long. So my parents have lived long, although they've not lived long enough, though. So we shall. So that's this on this plots that we want to do. So that's that on Plotly and Choropleth, and you can see it's interactive here too. So any questions so far? Any questions? Any questions? So, oh Jesus, nobody's responding.
No questions, sir.
So it means we all understand this plot, and I can give you guys assignments.
Okay.
The guy said, okay. You'll always have this notebook as a guide. So I'll post the assignment and the notebook on my GitHub repo today. Then I'll post the link to it to the comment section, to the video on YouTube. Then everybody can go back and go and do their visualization. So by next week, by God's grace, we are entering machine learning. Hopefully, we can finish by next week Friday. Then we can say goodbye to each other. So the next time we organize another class. I thought ASUU IT would have ended by now, but then it has not ended. So I will see what I can do to come up with something else. But then this one is already chopping into my time. Don't let me promise anything that I can't fulfill yet. But then I'll look at what we can do. Maybe projects or internship opportunity that I can see that can hold some people from actually forgetting what they've done. Like that. So next class we'll actually discuss some of that and we'll go on from there. So in the absence of no other questions, I think it's a good place to stop this class.
Hello.
Yeah.
Please, sir. How about the correction of the other exercises you have been giving us so far?
I want to post all the corrections at the end of the class. I'll post everything to my GitHub.
Okay.
I'll post everything.
Thank you very much.
I have the solution to everything on my system. I'll post everything to my GitHub.
Okay.
Any other question?
Thank you very much.
Welcome. Another question? Okay, since there's no other question, I think today is our shortest class so far. But then we actually touched on a lot of really interesting things. So please go back on the videos and watch over and over again to see what you've missed and the likes like that. And please let's tell our friends that are in the class too that are not on this call to go back to these videos and watch what is exactly we did and how it can be of help to them, because I believe everybody should have access to this class. Like, it's, to me, if you are going into any business, like if you are going to business intelligence, so this class is the most important class to you. Of course, we built on the last two classes, but then today's class is the most important to you. So please, let's do that. I believe God bless all of us. So see you guys on Tuesday. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.